A very lovely day we have here, one that you can hold in the palm of your hand and caress ever so carefully. Welcome to Station 112.211, the radio show for all things Thunderfell. I'm your host, Tim Scott, single and ready to mingle the melodious sounds of language with the noises of your routine. And allow me to do so, starting with the morning rabble. There has been a sudden surge of crime in Thunderfell, specifically regarding petty theft and burglary of random businesses around town. A total of 12 robberies have occurred in the past week. The perpetrators seem to be the same people every time, a group of 5 stocky individuals wearing animal masks and carrying around water guns and tote bags. They threaten these businesses with said water guns, which one would expect to be holding water, but actually carry some sort of corrosive acid that burns away the skin of anyone who gets in their way. While a story like this leads the imagination to run rampant, imagining giant heists and banks begging on their stone hands and knees to not be harmed, these criminals have been known to only take a little amount of things from any given attack. So far, the catalog of items has been a total of $10, 3 Fuji apples, a wind chime, a box of firewood, 2 birthday cards, a wool hat, 4 different sweaters, and one of those plastic cars kids drive around in. And I'll remind you that this is over the course of 12 robberies. I would sternly teach these criminals about crime etiquette if I wasn't so afraid for my life. The police are working alongside investigator Ray Colton to discover the HQ of these criminals, but leads have been slack as of late. More on the situation as it develops. In other news, an exciting thing has happened at the Thunderfell Zoo. A new wing has opened. It's called Gifts of the Gods, and it delves into the variety of animals that have been given to us by the mania of static and the revelation of watercolors, such as the collection of birds of paradise that swarmed the town on my first broadcast. Any past animals that came from either god have been moved to the new wing, and plaques discuss their origins, fun facts about their symbolism, and even offer up which god they came from. For example, during Mr. Dooley's time at the station, Thunderfell was once infested with spiders. He didn't report on it because he's deathly afraid of arachnids, but spiders are a gift of the cold remembrance, and they symbolize good in frightening scenarios. Obviously, they're spiders. Everyone's scared of them, and yet they're one of the biggest defenders against bug overpopulation. If it weren't for spiders, bugs would be everywhere. And no one wants that. The spiders were rounded up and given their own space in the zoo, now a part of the new wing. Luckily, the nest is only shown for 5 minutes every hour, so people don't have to walk past them and risk a seizure or panic attack. I cannot wait to check out the new wing. Post pictures, dear community. And the final story to end our trinity of rabbles. There is road repair being done on Verdun Street, nearby the pier. The cement there has been replaced with some kind of grayish tapioca pudding, which causes anyone, or anything that enters its vicinity, to sink slowly into it. The repairmen have determined the cause of the transmutation to be a reaction from a substance that was recently added to all the asphalt in town, designed to keep the roads smooth and reduce tire wear. It turns out a type of plant, which grows in the crevices of rocks, reacted with the substance and caused the whole section of the road to basically melt. They have set up detour routes and have gotten to work looking for plants of similar biological chemistry in order to prevent this in the future. The progress is slow. So keep off verdant for a while and drive safe. And now for a public service announcement.
An adjustment has been made to the Community Charter, specifically Section 43, Paragraph T. If you are unfamiliar with this section of the Charter, it refers to the flower wallpaper ban of 2002, in which a collection of interdimensional creatures from the astral sea entered our town through continuous patterns of specific flora, hence the ban, and terrorized the families who lived there. The ban now includes Citron Circle, the Hollowstone Apartments, and the mystery house that sits in an empty, grass-filled lot nearby. The council suggests you replace your wallpaper if it sports any sort of flower print. Clothing is acceptable, but leaves light wrinkles along its fabric. Your employers will be notified and you will be pardoned if the dress code is especially strict. If you cannot do this within 24 hours, it will be too late and the creatures will make their way into your premises. This PSA will also contain instructions on how to defend yourself against them. Step 1. Move as far away from the walls as possible. If you have a lot of space between you and them, you can plan ahead. Step 2. Get a weapon. If 2002 taught this town anything, it is that beings of the astral sea are resilient. A pistol, bat, or kitchen knife will not be suitable to strike at them. The council recommends holy water, ranged spell attacks, or Windex. Anything to keep distance from them. Step 3. Strike them in quick succession, but always keep sight of exits. If they are too strong, escape is your best option. If they attack you, do not panic. They cannot affect your metaphysical being in any way when they are out of the astral sea, and their wounds are the same as being attacked by a normal animal. Step 4. If you manage to defeat them, burn their bodies, preferably outside your home so as to not catch it aflame. Then report the incident to the council and they will help you with the path forward. If you are heavily wounded, call the hospital instead. They will treat you and call the C.C for you.
This has been a PSA. Going back to the top story, the robberies in town, we have received word that the car these criminals have been driving from target to target has been identified and is being tracked secretly by a collection of camouflaged police cars. It's speeding about 10 miles over the speed limit and is barreling towards Wheaton Street, onto Dreams, passing by the antique shop, and... wait a second. Hands up! This is a robbery! Well, dear community, it appears the station is getting robbed. What a turn of events. Check his pockets! You, lock the door. Normally a dinner date comes before all this frisking. Okay, shutting up. Please don't shoot me. Wallet, car keys, and a Nokia. No weaponry. What's in his wallet? I can answer. 2 gift cards, receipts, my driver's license, and my library card. Nothing else. Give me it. Let's check out the reporter's goods. Please don't hurt John or Haley. Quiet, you. We're going to the ads now. Oh God, Joan, please be safe. Tomorrow is yours. To travel. To explore. To wake up feeling ready to brave your mother's basement steps. But as they creak beneath your feet, you scurry back upstairs like a rat, the pounding of your footsteps against the wood irritating the monster that she keeps out of your sight. Salamon, tomorrow is yours. Mine. Ours. Hello, Cherry Cheryl here. This broadcast is sponsored by my candy brand, Sweeties. Our newest flavor, Lemon Flashbang, is out. It's a crazy good snack, and I think all of you will enjoy it immensely. Half of our proceeds go to Help the Soul, a non-profit organization that studies mental illnesses and offers therapy groups to the youth. We also restock the flavors Orange Housefire, Cherry Bullet Wound, and Raspberry Blood, so feel free to pick from our selection there. Thank you, and this is Cheryl, signing out. Call and inquire today about our selection of... We offer a variety of... and... Hope to hear from you soon. Remember, call and learn more today. Hello, dear community. Welcome to the Litany of Learning for Kids. Today's subject of education is fractals. What are fractals, you might be asking? Well, fractals are a shape. Discovered by one Benoit Mandelbrot, and coming from the Latin root fractus, which I think you can guess what it means, it is meant to be an infinite shape, continuing forever and ever. A couple of years ago, there was a Google Doodle in which you could infinitely zoom into a section on a fractal and watch as it repeated itself for eternity. There are many iterations of the shape, but some examples of fractals in nature include snowflakes, lightning, and the insides of the human respiratory system. You can even own fractals as pets. though they are extremely high maintenance and have been banned in Sunderfell since 1976, in which a group of teenagers at Waterfront High came in contact with feral fractals and disappeared. Or did they? The voice on the radio asks as you leave infinite marks on the foggy window of the bus. Your skin is itchy, but the sensation disappears into the recesses of your person, never leaving, but becoming so null in your internal and ever-stretching body to become noticeable. You stagger off the bus, your body trailing transparently behind you, and you recognize the feeling of the bus cushion beneath your body still lingering as you walk across wet mud and up a hill. Because of this new form, you remain everywhere you left, and soon enough, you'll remain everywhere you go. This planet is not infinite, and you will soon layer it in your flesh. You stare at the star-filled sky from your space in the world. The itch has returned. Your body folds along itself as you try to scratch at it. This has been the Litany.
Here's your wallet, sir.
Thank you. Is Joan and Haley alright?
They're both fine. Your manager called just in time.
Oh. Phew. Oh! This is still on. May I finish the broadcast so we can clear everything up privately?
Sure. Take your time, Mr. Scott.
Hello, dear community. We're safe here at the station. No damage was done to the equipment or people, and we're lucky Guinevere called the police just in time. And the robbers were unmasked and arrested. It turns out that they were a group of teens from Retro High School, nearby the Downed Soul Forest. The 5 students being Barry Joel, the ringleader, Dominic Skett, his right-hand man, Valencia Moore, their tech whiz, and twins Clayton and Cyan Faust, who were the team's interchanging getaway drivers. They have been taken to the station and await further questioning. So far, the police have discovered that nothing was stolen, or was attempted to be stolen in the first place, from the station aside from a framed photo of our old host, Mel Dooley. The picture depicting him surfing, though it is obvious that it is just a banner that looks like a wave, and the surfboard that he stands on is thick and plastic. It has been returned to its base, and life moves on. Hopefully, juveniles won't threaten us with acid guns again, but you never know. Things are very strange in Sunderfell, and the gifts given to us by our gods allow us to observe and overcome these happenings with bravery, and we thank them for their permission. Up next is probably me going to forget to mute my mic and accidentally letting the community hear the affairs of this office as we finish things up with the police. Fare thee well.